is your core progression. This one's going to work a little differently because it's all just body weight. There's no actual resistance to it. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to start you at, well, we're going to start you at as many reps as you can do the first day. And you're going to do as many reps as you can on each version of this. And again, when it stops getting better for 2 days in a row, then you move on to the next one. So the first one, and I've got a band here. I don't remember you saying you had bands, but it doesn't matter. Use a towel, use a belt. It doesn't really matter. You just need some kind of cloth. This is just giving us feedback. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this under the small of my back. It's not under my hip bones, and it is. It's not so high that it's under my lats or my thoracic spine, and I'm just mashing it down. It's under the small of my back. And as you keep losing weight, this one will actually get tougher because you've got less touching the band. So your 1x20 progression, so to speak, again, the goal isn't 20 reps, the goal is as many reps as you can do, is going to be single leg. So we're going to tighten up our core. You're going to smash your back flat to the ground. So now my back is, I know my spine's in alignment because it's all flat against the floor from the top of my head to my tailbone. To make sure my back is flat against the floor, I want to pull the band. So that's where it's my feedback mechanism. Am I in a good position? Am I doing this right? From there, I'm going to extend one leg out. And you got to keep it flat. So now I've got an extended hip, and I'm keeping my back flat. That's the basis of squats. It's the basis of deadlifts. It's the basis of everything. Can you extend the hip and keep your back flat, or can you get into an anterior pelvic tilt? The kind that, especially people who sit at a computer all day, because that's their livelihood, they tend to have those problems. So this is going to be a huge part of your back and hip health. So you're going to do this as long as you can for day one. And like I said, you're not really taking any breaks. It's not take a break and then do it again. So let's say day one, you go to do rep number 3 and the band pops out because you arched your back to get your foot down, you're done. That's fine. Now day one, if it takes you a couple of tries to just get the exercise down, that's one thing. But if it takes you a couple of attempts, that's fine. Do that, get it down, and then kind of say, okay, this is my set that I'm actually going to count. And if you get to 4, then so be it. If you get to 50, awesome. Next day you're going to shoot for 55. The next day you're going to shoot for 60. So we're going to keep doing this until you can't do it anymore, or until it just gets absolutely ridiculous and you're doing like 200 reps. Then we'll stop. We'll move on. Your second progression, your 1x15 progression, so to speak, is going to be a march. So we're going to up the difficulty level here. Same thing, band under the small of your back, crush it, head flat on the ground, band's flat, I'm ready to go. We're going to go one leg, and then we're going to go the other. This immediately is a lot tougher because now you're having to extend both hips. Your pelvis is going to want to tilt, but you're not going to let it because you're going to keep tense abdominals, and we're going to walk until you can't, and the band pops out. The band also could just slowly creep out from under your back. Once you realize it's done that, stop, it's over. You're no longer keeping it flat. Your spine's not in the right position, your hips aren't aligned, it's over. So that's your 1x15 progression. Again, you're going to do those for as long as you can, and then you're going to stop. If day one, you realize you can do this and you can do the third progression just fine for like a ton of reps, let me know, we'll give you something else. But this is a really, really good place to start, and I'm willing to bet that and the other thing is, if you can do it fine, find something smaller to put under your back. If you're using like a towel, like a big bath towel rolled, and it's like that thick, well then yeah, it's going to be easy to pin behind your back. Find something smaller. But yeah, I'm willing to bet that because you sit at a desk all day, you're probably going to struggle with this one a little bit. The final version, your 1x10 version, so to speak, is going to be both legs at the same time. This one gets pretty tough. So, same thing, head down, pin the band, pull, both feet together. And I even shake a little bit on this one. Oh, but that brings up a good point. You should be able to talk. You should be able to breathe through all of these. If any of you, this should not be like a max deadlift. You should be able to almost carry on a conversation. You should certainly be able to inhale and exhale as you're doing these. So that's your 1x10 version. Do those until they stop getting better.
which may be a lot of reps. That's okay. This is the only direct core work we're doing. Everything we're doing that requires a little bit of stability is some core work, and it's much more functional core work than, say, sit-ups, planks. Yeah, even planks are kind of garbage. You're holding still. You need to be able to stabilize your trunk while other parts of your body are moving, thus the Vanderbilt brace. All right, I think that's it for your core progression.